GPS wants high-caliber leaders. Longhouse folks welcome GPS manifesto. Party's manifesto should be people-centric. Those are the headlines for tonight. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, and you're watching TVS Nightline. The ruling coalition of Sarawak, Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS, wants credible leaders with integrity in securing a better future for Sarawak, said Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari, Tun Openg. Abang Johari further explained that it has become the coalition's tradition to allow potential young candidates with the said credentials to contest, while attributing the maturity and success of veteran leaders in the party, such as Dato' Sri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar and Dato' Sri Rohani Abdul Karim, who had contributed immensely both in their constituencies and Malaysia as a whole.
Jadi Alhamdulillah, selepas kita tengok keadaannya, kita buat keputusan supaya wanita menjadi ahli parlimen dari semenjak yang muda, iaitu Cik Rohia. Adik-adik sekalian, memanglah kita berkedakkan seorang pemimpin yang kita boleh latih. Kalau Rohani beri laluan, kita latih orang muda supaya ada lapisan pemimpin, termasuklah orang belianya, termasuk wanitanya, termasuk juga orang yang berpengalaman.
Abang Johari said this in his speech at the Leaders and the People ceremony in Kampung Tanjung Pisang, Simunjan on Monday. At the same time, he stressed this will be GPS maiden debut in a general election. He said that based on the success of GPS in the previous 12th state election held in December last year, the ruling coalition has taken the decision to compete in all 31 parliamentary seats in Sarawak, featuring 14 new candidates.
Dan gedung adalah sebahagian dari kawasan parlimen ini. Sudah tentu kita dapat bekerjasama untuk membangunkan kawasan itu. Mau daripada olah yang tadi, lorong-lorong lah, ruai-ruai lah, duit si cukup lah. Ya, guna Premier ada depan tu. Dan setiap kerjaan ada situ, si boleh tahan juga. Lorong 3 juta, ruai tambah dikit, saya ada masalah untuk kita membangunkan kawasan itu. Yang satunya, kita beruntung kena calon kita tu engineer. Nak ngatur tu boleh lah, nolong ngatur kita engineer wah.
Transforming the rural areas, villages and longhouses while carrying out village expansion, home repair and longhouse construction assistances for Sarawakians. This was among the 25 trusts outlined in the GPS GE15 manifesto, to which was well received by the rural folks. Madeline Dugat reporting live from Cebu to share with us the various reactions of the villagers over the announcement.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Izinkan saya berbahasa Melayu. Salah satu manifesto Kerajaan Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS adalah membangunkan infrastruktur asas, pengangkutan jalan, jambatan, pelabuhan dan lapangan terbang untuk rakyat Sarawak. Dan tinjauan saya di kawasan Parlimen P212 Sibu ini jelas menunjukkan penduduk di sini berpuas hati dengan projek pembangunan yang dibawa Kerajaan Negeri Sarawak. Dan pada sebelah petang tadi, saya berkesempatan pergi melawat projek bina baru jambatan di rumah Sebastian Ngalang. Untuk itu, kita dengarkan dulu apa kata penduduk di sini.
Perintah itu dak ada api jalan jembatan semua jalan kami ngian pun diberi perintah agak nama bapa kali lapis dahnya sebab semen pelimin payap air datang rumah sebab jalan luan dia magang mita dia tot di rumah magang nya maneh nadai
guna aman tu siga hi suba aku ke kak minta nyematan laban aku tu siga hi suba ngigak mediang bapa puluh tahun taku dah sigi nadai pengawak bukai pengawak mediang aja suba kami merinsa tenadai perahu na uleng layang ngagak jembatan na lama runtuh jembatan ngagak kami empu nyak kami minta tolong perintah ngagak ke kami nyak dia tak mujur kami laban bisik jembatan gagak perintah ke kami.
Baik, apa yang dapat saya kongsikan, projek jembatan ini telah banyak memberi manfaat kepada penduduk di rumah panjang di sini dan rata-rata penduduk menyambut baik inisiatif Kerajaan Negeri Sarawak dan manifesto GPS. Saya kira ini saja yang dapat saya kongsikan dari Parlimen P212 Sibu. Kita kembali ke studio.
Thank you, Madeline, for the updates. A political party's manifesto should prioritize the need of the people and not to simply fish votes during the election period. A political expert from University Malaya UM, Dr. Muhammad Taufik Yaakob, opined that a strong manifesto should be based on proven deliverables and not on lip service. And he regarded GPS manifesto as one that is comprehensive and achievable.
Saya berpandangan tindakan GPS menggubal dan merangka manifesto berdasarkan kepada track record, prestasi dan pencapaian politik di negeri Sarawak itu merupakan satu tindakan yang hebat dan luar biasa. Parti-parti politik yang lain perlu mencontohi kematangan yang ditunjukkan oleh GPS bagi menggubal sebuah manifesto yang merasai denyut nadi rakyat, merasai keperluan rakyat berbanding hanya sekadar berjanji dan memperdayakan pengundi-pengundi hanya untuk mendapatkan kuasa. Saya yakin sekiranya kematangan politik yang ditunjukkan oleh GPS ini dicontohi oleh parti-parti politik yang lain, kita akan menuju sebuah negara yang hebat dan luar biasa dan cemerlang pada masa akan datang.
Comprising 5 pillars, 25 trusts and 215 commitments, GPS Manifesto announced by the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Padingi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, on Sunday is seen as capable to meet the needs of the people and thus brings much-needed stability. He said that if the other political parties were to emulate GPS, Malaysia will be heading in the right direction. The commitment to ensure stable and resilient politics as well as putting the people's well-being and socio-economic up front goes in tandem with the tagline Sarawak First, to which its policies follow suit.
Basically, is something in which whatever is said is we take it seriously. We pledge, it means seriously, we want to fulfill. So in that manifesto, you can see that it basically the same principle of inclusive Sarawak. The same principles that Sarawak, we want Sarawak to be the most prosperous and the strongest in terms of economics and also to fight for Sarawak's right. And then this is so important for us to remind all the YB that Sarawak should come first.
Dr. Sim told this to reporter after the handing over ceremony of educational aid checks at SJK Chung, Surian on Monday. Meanwhile, Dr. Sim reiterated that compared to other political parties statewide, GPS will prioritize the state's development.
I said, I love Sarawak more. I love Malaysia, but I love Sarawak more. Why? Because we are behind all the time. We are being bullied all the time. So if I don't stay, if the people in Sarawak elect me, I have to fight for Sarawak first.
For the record, GPS has outlined 5 main pillars and 25 thrusts with 215 commitments in its manifesto for the 15th general election GE15. The manifesto was launched by GPS Chairman Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK on Sunday evening, November 6.
Any differences or unfriendly feelings among GPS Party's grassroots members should be sung now. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Embas said the crucial time had come for all to paddle in just one direction, and the direction is towards winning all 31 seats in the coming election.
He added that the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, who is also GPS president, urged the candidates to double their efforts in a bid to have a handsome win. He said this in a meeting with the chairman and committee members of the four-party Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB branches in the Sri Aman division today. Adding further, Ugah said that this is also GPS maiden deployment in parliamentary election under its own symbol. Citing last year's state election as an example, he urged the candidates to use it as an inspiration. Ugah, who is also GPS election director, pointed out that Sarawakians had all the reasons to support GPS. Meanwhile, Ugah has called upon all party branches statewide to organize themselves and to mobilize their machinery and workers.
Syrian candidate for GPS, Dato' Sri Richard Riyad Jaim, has expressed that the new manifesto is in line with the pledges made by the Greater Kuching Development Agency, which he strongly believes will greatly benefit the Bidayuh community as a whole.
The tagline here is very, very good. Sarawak diutamakan. Sarawak first. So for the first time, at Parliament, GPS is going solo. So I have read the contents of the manifesto, bagus, and in particular one I noticed the Greater Kuching Development Agency. This one will cover all the, sorry if I have to say, all the Bidayuh majority areas, all the way up to Pau, Tundu, until Syria.
Meanwhile, commenting on the youth, Richard said that he remains confident in gaining the support from the said group.
I always said, if I don't have confidence, I won't come up to be GPS candidate. I have to be fair to GPS leadership, in particular to Premier. I would have come out. But I'm very confident after reading what... Well, I'm also a netizen. Don't forget that I follow social media and all this. I'm very confident. But as I always say, never be overconfident. I stress it again here. That day during nomination I said it. I want to say it again. I'm confident, but never be ever overconfident. Never ever be.
He said this to reporters after the handing over ceremony of educational aid checks at SJK Chunghua Surian on Monday.
Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB Senior Vice President Datuk Sri Dr. Stephen Rundi Utom said the GPS GE15 manifesto launch on Sunday night, November 6 for the 15th general election is people-centric and focused on the state's development. As such, he said the manifesto is seen as realistic and can be fulfilled to ensure the well-being of Sarawakians and will determine the direction as well as the future of its people.
He further added that the people should have enough during the Pakatan Harapan PH22 month tenure, as the federal government, where several projects statewide have been scrapped.
Manifesto Sarawak, satu, realistik, dua, adalah janji yang kita dapat lakukan. Tiga, kita tidak sebut dia bukan Bible lah. Kita tak boleh janji bulan dan bintang. Senang didengar, ambil orang. 22 bulan sudah kita hidup dengan janji tersebut. Apa jadi? 3 Perdana Menteri sampai hari ini. We getting nowhere. So Sarawak must look after Sarawak. Sarawakian responsibility is to look after Sarawak. If you think you're Sarawakian, you do likewise.
He said this during a press conference after officiating the ceremony of Carnival Jualan Tani 2022 and agricultural skill training at Semanggok Kuching on Monday. Dr. Rundi, who is also the Minister of Food Industries, Commodities and Regional Development, said the GE15 manifesto announced by the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Rahman Johari Tun Openg, was similar to the one during the last state election in fighting for Sarawak's rights under the Malaysia Agreement 1963. As such, he calls upon the people of Sarawak to go all out and give their support for a GPS candidate to ensure Sarawak's rights are preserved.
Ingat masa Tok Nan sebut, jaga Sarawak tu baik-baik, sampai mati dia sebut. That one we must remember, not only for me but for all of us. That means dia tahu bahawa keadaan ini hanya terjamin kalau kita bersatu hati, bekerjasama, sama-sama berusaha menjaga hak kita, menjaga pembangunan yang kita harus lakukan.
Coming up right after the break, bridging the gap in Serikei through development. Choose your strategies wisely, new candidates told. Right here on TVS Nightline, stay tuned.
Kalau nak apa-apa lagi tahu ya. Kau ni dah kenapa Mina? Ini mesti kau bergaduh-gaduh ni kan?
Bukan bergaduh, Mak. Abang Tu dah tak ada.
Dah tak ada? Aduh, bagaimana?
Abang Tu dah masuk ke darah jiwa. Abang Tu pergi 8 minggu. Nanti rindu.
Langsung 8.45 malam setiap Jumaat hanya di TVS.
Welcome back. Among the objectives that Serikei candidate Datuk Sri Huang Tiong Si will fight on for the people of Serikei includes continuous developments in addition to the effort to bridge the gap between the urban and rural folks. In this connection, Tiong is determined to bring development to Serikei and strive to utilize his experience as a representative of the people to fully benefit the community.
Harapan saya ini dalam 5 tahun ini, saya mau macam dulu punya, macam Serikei punya itu 5 tahun stake punya. Saya kira pun mau, saya punya dekat ini maraton punya pun saya punya kampung. Ini saya mama melahir di sini dekat Tulai. Saya harap-harap ini dalam 5 tahun kalau saya boleh berjaya, boleh jadikan wakil rakyat ini parlimen punya. Saya kira satu hari saya pun sama-sama meningkatkan dan memajukan ini tempat.
He added, beside education, the development on the road connectivity shall be pursued, in which are important to improve the people's well-being in Serikei. Both these aspects, he said, are very important to ensure the residents of Serikei enjoy a more secure and comfortable life in the future.
Saya harap dalam ini saya sudah jadi wakil rakyat dalam ini 5 tahun. Saya penting punya pendidikan sama kampung punya jalan dulu. Sama air, sama elektrik. Ini saya paling penting ini. Apa surat pasca lepas lain lagi. Ini saya punya harapan saya sendiri. Saya punya ingatkan saya dari kecil yang miskin sampai sekarang. Saya harap kita semua ini dalam dekat ini Serikei sini ini report sama maraton ini Serikei P luar 08 semua rakyat sini waka sini boleh kasih saya opportunity.
He said so when met by reporters after campaigning around Serikei and Bintangor on Sunday. Sarawak, through the Ministry of Food Industry, Commodities and Regional Development, aims to create an agricultural icon that will benefit the community. Its Minister, Datuk Sri Dr. Stephen Rundi Utom, said if realised, the sector can encourage and educate the people on the importance of the agricultural sector.
I want to create exemplary leader i.e. ikon. Katalah ikon di Serian, ada 1-2 orang. Jadi dia buat. So, kita create every places. Ada orang dapat menjadi teladan. Dapat menjadi contoh. Supaya kita dapat membawa orang lain melihat bagaimana so-and-so doing so well. All we need now is to prove a point. A point is that we are able to produce 1 or 2 icon. Jadi dia dapat kita pakai as a testimony.
He told reporters during a press conference after officiating the ceremony of Carnival Jualan Tani 2022 and agricultural skill training at Semenggok, Kuching on Monday. Commenting further on the carnival, he said it is a program for certified centers to build socio-economic networks with agencies and the surrounding communities. Meanwhile, on the agricultural skill training, he said that it acts as a technical and vocational education and training TVET center that has been developed under the funding of the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industries, MAFI. Previously, it was known as the Semenggok Agriculture Training Center and has now been upgraded as a training center for the Malaysian Skills Certificate Program (SKM) in the field of plant production operations.
The proposed specialist block at Limbang Hospital is vital to ensure the public continues to receive the best medical services. Limbang candidate Datuk Hasbi Habibullah will continue to apply for its construction from the federal government through the Ministry of Health, MOH.
Kalau dia orang nak buat blok baru satu nak merumahkan, apa salahnya kita terima? Memang kita minta pun.
Thus far, Limbang Hospital has at least 7 specialists, including the intensive care unit ICU.
Hospital kita di Limbang sekarang ini, you tak boleh. Sekarang Limbang dah ada 6 ataupun 7 pakar yang ada sekarang di Limbang ini. ICU pun sudah ada. Walaupun kita belum punya sebuah blok sendiri untuk ICU, untuk pakar ni, tapi sebenarnya sekarang ini bilik-bilik pakar dah ada semua, ICU pun dah ada di Limbang. Sepatutnya kita tak dipahamkan kalau sudah anestetis ada ditempatkan di Limbang, pakar bios, maka kita juga akan ada surgeon di Limbang untuk boleh melaksanakan pembedahan dan sebagainya.
Minggu lepas, 8 peserta.
I thought very bad. Some of the not flat.
Siapakah 8 peserta seterusnya? Yang bakal bertarung. Getaran Jiwa, siaran langsung 8.45 malam setiap Jumaat hanya di TVS.
6 food preservers, 6 indigenous groups, and 6 traditional methods. And I'm obsessed with documenting and preserving our culinary culture.
We must be willing to put an effort in it, preserve it, and pass on our knowledge because we can't just buy from the supermarket.
Thank you for staying with us. To ensure the well-being of the people, GPS has placed greater emphasis on infrastructural development. Senior lecturer from the Faculty of Economics and Business, University Malaysia Sarawak Unimas, Dr. Hamrila Abdul Latif, is of the opinion that better basic infrastructure translate into a higher and better quality of life.
Ada kriteria yang berlainan apabila melihat keperluan-keperluan ini. Kalau kita lihat kepada sektor luar bandar ataupun rumah panjang misalnya, ya, transformasi, kalau kita berkata tentang rumah panjang, saya rasa memang sejak 2 menjak ini itulah yang dikatakan transformasi. Rumah panjang dahulu tidak sama dengan rumah panjang yang sekarang. Dan bila perubahan ini berlaku, of course kita telah berada di satu tahap transformasi yang telah berbeza dan kita hendak melengkapkan dan memperkemaskan.
Dr. Hamrila also said such efforts could consequently boost the local participation and at the same time enhance economic growth.
Tadi it is really in time, dia kata, bukannya kesesuaian masa maksudnya ya. Apabila kita telah menghadapi masalah pandemik pada sekian masa yang begitu mencabar, kita melihat keperluan kepada akses kesihatan, kita melihat kepada infrastruktur lengkap, mungkin dari segi aktiviti ekonomi yang lebih berkhusus. Kita tidak mahu mungkin satu kampung buat semua benda. Kita mahu mengkhusus satu kampung, mungkin satu produk, satu rumah panjang, satu produk.
She said this when appearing as a guest on TVS election program Malaysia Decides on Monday.
New candidates must understand and utilize the manifesto as an essential tool while knowing best which commitment and pledges that better suited the existing context within their constituencies. National Professors Council Senior Fellow Professor Dato Dr. January Amir stressed that the communication strategies during campaigning will determine the level of success in disseminating the content of the manifesto at the grassroots level.
Saya percaya bahawa yang paling penting ialah apakah strategi komunikasi politik yang dapat digunakan untuk pastikan apa-apa yang terkandung dalam manifesto itu dapat sampai kepada golongan sasar, khususnya golongan muda dan juga mereka di luar bandar, semua peringkat. Tidak kira di bandar ataupun di luar bandar, kerana hakikatnya pengundi, manusia, individu ini mahu sentuhan peribadi, personal touch daripada calon dan juga agen ataupun mereka yang menjadi jentera parti ini. Kerana dengan adanya pendekatan secara bersemuka, mereka dapat melihat, mereka dapat meluahkan perasaan dengan
Don't forget to catch the next episode of TVS new reality program Getaran Jiwa, beginning with the Debaran Jiwa capsule at 7:30 p.m, followed by Getaran Jiwa live concert at 8:45 p.m. The public is also invited to watch the concert at MBKS Stadium, Bintawa. For more information, follow Getaran Jiwa official Facebook page and Instagram. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. Just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And don't forget to catch our comprehensive discussion on GE15 with our daily coverage of Malaysia Decides at 10 a.m, 2 p.m, and 7 p.m. daily. That's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching.